Alrighty, morning everyone, and welcome back to another beautiful video on this beautiful channel on another beautiful day. In today's video, we are going to do the hopefully full review of this beautiful Omega Speedmaster, the first Omega in space. Yeah. So, in the last video, which hopefully is the last video, I'm recording them back to back, but maybe I put something else in between. Whatever, in one of the last videos, we unboxed this watch, and I pretty much got every single thing wrong about this watch that is possible. So, yeah, let's do a better job of that today. So I'm gonna put my glove on. I'm gonna put this glove on, and then we're gonna talk about this watch. So, the first thing that I got wrong was the case diameter. It is not a 38.7, it is a 39.7. So not almost 39, so almost 40. Which makes more sense because it doesn't really look like a 38 point something watch. But anyways, that doesn't really matter. It's also not a limited edition, it is a numbered edition, which is a difference, apparently. At least one of my friends told me that. Whatever. So apparently a numbered edition is where every watch is numbered. And a limited edition is where there's only a certain number of watches out there. Which I don't know if that's actually the case here. Is there a certain number of this watch out there that is limited to something? Maybe not, but it's definitely numbered. So there you go, that's the thing. Not sure why this is relevant, why you number all these watches. But I guess it's kind of cool because it makes every watch special, right? So yeah, I guess that's a cool thing. Besides that, I also said that these pushers aren't watertight, which they are. You can put this into water up to a depth of 50 meters, which I did not expect because these are not screw down, but fair enough, I guess. That's a cool thing. The price of this watch was actually right though. I was right about that. I paid 4,700 euros. I don't care that it's more now, okay? They did a price increase. That's not my fault. I messed everything else up, but not this one thing. So leave me that, okay? So that was definitely right, 4,700 euros. That's the price that this watch had when it first came out, and now it's 4,900 euros. So this being a chronograph, it obviously has a small seconds hand, this thing there, because the big seconds hand, which is not the seconds hand, it's the chronograph hand in this case, obviously counts for the chronograph stuff that the chronograph does. And then you also have your hours and your minutes hand there, but that's also for the chronograph, I think, right? I think that's for the chronograph. So yeah, that's a really cool thing. You've got all these. I gotta admit, the chronograph movement creates one of the greatest watches ever. Like, they all look good, pretty much. They all have these really cool three little thingies in there. They all have the cool two pushers. I don't think there's a lot of chronograph watches out there that I actually don't like. Well, saying that, I'm gonna probably find like 50 of them just Googling it once. But, as far as I'm aware, they all look pretty good. You've got the Daytona, you've got the Royal Oak, the Royal Oak Offshore, obviously both in chronograph. They also come in not chronograph, but you know what I mean. They all look good. Yeah, the Patek Philippe 59 something, I think that's a chronograph as well. I'm not really good at remembering reference numbers, like at all. But yeah, that's all really, really cool. And so is this watch. I love it. And I also love the normal moon watch. So, that's that. So the watch is a manual wind movement, so it does not charge itself when you have it on your wrist. That's a bit annoying, but it stays true to the original design of this watch, which was also a manual wind movement, so it would be a little bit of not so cool if it wasn't all of a sudden, because this is supposed to resemble the watch that was worn on the Sigma 7 space mission. Right? So if it's not the same, why bother making it? So I guess that is, yeah, it makes sense that people don't like that, but come on, it's part of the watch, it has to be there. It is what it is, right? Sorry, that reflected a lot. But besides that, the watch obviously has a nice little brown leather strap, which is very similar to the strap that my Seamaster 300 in the like bronze gold or Setna gold or whatever you want to call it. It's pretty much the same stuff, it just looks a bit different, I think. Has, and that's really cool because I love that strap and I really like it on this watch as well. It's got 19mm lug size, so that's a bit odd, but whatever, I guess that's not too bad. You can find exchangeable straps for that too, if you look very thoroughly. The materials of this watch are pretty interesting as well. Well, I mean, not really, but you gotta know about them. So it does obviously have an anti-reflectively coated, however you say that, sapphire crystal, which is very nice because it's very scratch resistant, stuff like that. I don't know if the original one actually had that though. It would, I would suggest that it might have had a hazellite crystal. Well, it's not really a crystal then, but hazellite glass? Well, hazellite is not really glass, but you get what I mean, right? I mean, back in these days, I think hazellite was used for that. Well, maybe that was a sapphire crystal. I don't know, but I'm really happy that it is because I don't really like the hazellite one. Why do I not like the hazellite one? That's pretty easy because it breaks very easily, and I'm not very capable of avoiding that. So I like the sapphire glass, but yeah, besides that, you got your usual 316L stainless steel that Omega uses on a lot of watches, and it's a pretty good steel, and it looks great, I think. It's, in my opinion, it's not as good as 904L. 904L just looks better. I don't know, it has more of a shine to it. For those of you that don't know, that's the oyster steel. But honestly, great watch. Great buy, great value if you can buy it for retail. Honestly, I don't think you can really beat that for this price. It's amazing. I'm still amazed that it's as cheap as it is. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know any questions that you might still have to this watch or something else, whatever. I will be very happy to answer those as always. And you can also rate the video with either like a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever you might want to do. And you can also subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss any other videos, which no one ever does, but I'm still mentioning it because I'm still hopeful. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and until next time.